Baking is a science, whether it's humidity or temperature, bake time, all of those things have to be just right.
It's science-oriented, it's skill-oriented, but then you also have to have the artistic side of composition and color and placement to really make it turn into an art form. I'm Dottie.
I'm Terry.
And our craft is baking.
We're here in Birmingham, Alabama at our flagship location.
Gosh, I guess we have probably over 12 different varieties of cakes. We develop recipes, but then we also have carried some over from our family. Our carrot cake recipe was my sister's. The Italian cream cake is Terry's mom's recipe, and our strawberry cream cheese cake, which is a really popular cake. Our most popular cake after 20 years.
We were blessed to have a news organization that ran an article about how we were one of the top 6 king cakes in America. From that, we got calls from all over America asking us to ship king cake. We had like a 300% increase over the year before. Dottie and I were talking about how the south of Birmingham was underserved in the scratch bakery business, and I've always enjoyed baking, so we decided to do Edgar's. Before we opened, and we were trying to think of a name of it. And my dad's middle name is Edgar. He has been deaf since he was 3 years old, and then my mom is legally deaf. They raised 4 kids, so we were very proud of them and proud of my dad, and so I told him I was going to put his name up in lights, and he's been grinning ever since, and he's very proud of what we've done.
We try to make everything artisan, so all of our fresh doughs are formed by hand through a natural process. We use fresh ingredients, fresh eggs, real butter, so that people can feel good about what they're eating, but at the same time it tastes delicious.
Dottie and I met a big LSU fan, and he was from Louisiana, and he had asked us if we ever thought about doing king cakes, and this was around the time of Katrina, when there was a lot of Louisiana transplants that moved to Birmingham. I ordered some king cakes from the prominent bakeries in Louisiana and figured out how they did it, and then I just took some of our product, which is basically cinnamon roll dough that we braid, and turned it into our version of the king cake. And he tried it, and he said it was so much better than anything he had ever had in Louisiana.
When we first opened, we were doing everything. Terry was behind the counter, but he was actually helping bake. And then I would come down to the bakery at night and decorate cakes, working 48 hours straight, very little sleep. Our young boys did their spelling words in the dining room of the bakery because it's really a labor of love. And so then as we started to grow, we realized that we have to take our passion and our craft and our skills and try to teach other people what we would want.
So now we have 160 employees. We're touted to have cracked over 2 million eggs last year by hand, and so we'll have several employees that have to come in the wee hours of the morning to prep all that.
I tease my friends all the time when I say, do you know how nervous you get when you have a dinner party and your friends come over? Well, I'm that nervous every day because bakeries have guests coming, and we want everything to be perfect, and we want to be good hosts while they're here. The legacy of it is hopefully that people will just continue to look at this as a place where not only can they make a living, but they can practice their art, because we have so many talented people that work for us.
And now that our oldest son has come to work for us, and having a new grandchild, you can't help but think that maybe one day he'll be working in the business as well. We feel like we're only as good as the last thing we made. We're only as good as the cake someone picked up yesterday, because that's their special birthday cake. So we're constantly focused on how do we just continue to do the next day and do it better and better. We truly live our work. I mean, it's our passion. It is our craft, and we live it.